careful down there. That fueling equipment was installed by the lowest bidder. One time I had to fly a couple of gas technicians to the emergency room. You just released poison gas into the lower levels. Find a hazmat suit or get out of there.
Son of a... That's him. Oh!
gonna launch a missile. Fire in the hole! I have to get clear. Head for the exit and I'll link up with you when I can. Okay, you need to find Tracer Tom. He used to drop Paul off at a small compound east of the market. You could start there. Don't lose any time. Your kill switch is 12 hours old.
If you die, our plans will fail. Locate Tracer Tom.
Many fine restaurants buy their meats from me. Have you visited the Lucky Money, for instance? It's below the market in mall. The truck have stopped delivering to the other shops because of military blockades, but all of my meat is guaranteed fresh. Fresh lamb, fresh beef, brought in by Sampan. I will cut out the part you most desire.
The shopkeepers are honest. You will find a good bargain here. Notify me of any problems. Large unbuttoned coat pockets. Not advisable. Keep your wallet in your front pocket.
Do you want to do business in Wang Chai?
We already have an arrangement with the Luminous Path.
Do you want to do business in Wang Chai?
I will not be threatened.
Don't think your Luminous Path can protect you.
Get out, now!
As you wish, but don't be surprised if you don't pass your next inspection.
I know people on the health board. They can't be bought.
Perhaps, but they're just like rats.
Welcome to the Wan Chai Tea House. Anything you like, 12 credits.
Never mind.
Oh my God, they are everywhere. Please, we are having a discussion.
We had the JC. Very good.
I can't stand it. I've got to get out here.
Don't interfere in my business.
I work for the butcher too. Everybody in Wan Chai Market.
I have made other arrangements.
I never fall asleep. I am one of the best watchmen.
Run along. I don't work with the boys.
This is a bad market. Lots of bad people.
Go.
Do not touch.
Fine, I go somewhere. Who you looking at?
2.
Yes, a little something to brighten up the lab.
VersaLife?
How can you tell? Is my hair turning blue?
VersaLife has done much to revitalize the community.
Well, they're always hiring. I guess that's something.
You're next to the compound Paul used to visit, but I don't know who it belongs to. I think I'm clear now. Good thing the NSA invested in stealth technology.
She said no.
Impossible.
She said she has made other arrangements.
The Red Arrow?
She was very rude.
You know what to do.
Yes, sir.
Don't waste any time.
Go away. I can tell them you're a spy and they will kill you. I know the dragon head. Go away.
My brother's name is Paul Denton. I heard that he was a frequent visitor to this compound. Do you know him?
The ruminous path is closed to Guilos.
Paul is no friend of the West.
My name is Gordon Quick. I know your brother, but you are not him. They say you are loyal to UNATCO.
I was, before Paul showed up in New York. A day later, I was helping the NSF.
You want me to take your word? You are in Hong Kong now, and we are businessmen. Paul earned our trust by working with us.
I don't have time for games.
No games. We would like another ally like Paul. The Triads are at war, thanks to a woman named Maggie Chow. A sword was stolen from the Red Arrow Triad, and Miss Chow started the war by blaming us, the Romanus Path.
Why is one sword so important?
It is an extraordinary sword called the Dragon's Tooth. Nanotechnology developed by the Red Arrow's former leader before he was murdered. We know that Chow is a liar, but we have no proof.
I'll go speak to her, but first I need to find a man called Tracer Tong. I need his help.
Mr. Tong deals with businessmen, not beggars or strangers who might be spies. Chow lives at 1313 Tonochi Road. Be observant. Find and examine that sword. It is the evidence we need.
I'll help you against Miss Chow, but then I'll need to see Tong or I won't be your ally for more than about 12 hours.
The former Red Arrow reader stole nanotech components from VersaLife. I believe it was the corporation that had him murdered. The Dragon's Tooth is the most perfect blade possible in a non-eutactic solid. It would have given the Red Arrow an enormous advantage. All contests between the Triads are decided with the ancient art of fighting. The structure of the blade was maintained by a coating of nanoscale wetting devices, very sharp. We have begun work on our own sword, but progress is slow. I find it suspicious that Maggie Chow came to power precisely when the former Red Arrow reader was murdered. The sword has killed more men as an argument than it ever did as a weapon. Keep your word. Go to Maggie Chow. Find out the truth. Keep your word. Go to Maggie Chow. Find out the truth. Yao Hak. Many other Buddhas in Hong Kong. I am keeping an eye on you. I am not posing for any more photos today. Yao Hak.
Do not touch. I'm just looking.
Give that back. News of Triad Wars. Red Arrow versus Luminous Path.
What do you think of the Luminous Path Triad?
Cowards, soon to be gone. They have to steal weapons because they have lost the traditional arts.
What kind of weapons?
They murdered the Red Arrow leader to get the sword he invented.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Many publication. What's your interest?
What do you think of the Red Arrow Triad?
They will control all of Wenchai in a few weeks.
You sound certain.
The fighting is not going well for the Luminous Path. Maggie Chow exclusive interview in the Oriental Daily News.
Have you heard of Maggie Chow?
A former actress, well respected. She gives a lot of money to fight drug trafficking and illegal trade. Please put the newspaper back when you are done browsing.
Who you looking at?
Such a quaint little market.
Please, look around.
Good evening.
Slow night?
Not at all. Everyone requires sampan now that the Triads destroyed Canal Road Tunnel.
Why'd they do that?
Fighting in the tunnels, sir. 5 nights ago, now it is caved in and flooded.
That must have hurt the shops in Wanchai.
People have died. Yesterday, 4 Europeans arrived, treasure hunters. They are here to dive in the ruins and loot the bodies.
Must be the year of the vulture.
It is an ugly business, but a profitable one. They have given me a commission if I can sell the weapon mods they have already recovered. I have modifications for accuracy, reload, and recoil for 750, 600, and 400.
I'll take the accuracy mod for 750.
Very good. Ready to buy?
600 for a reload mod. Deal.
Very good. Ready to buy?
Here's 400 for the recoil mod.
Very good.
Not much activity down here.
Activity? What kind of activity?
Anything. The canal's dead.
They've added a section for nighttime. Nevertheless, there's traffic, even when you don't see it.
You mean heroin?
Illegal products, of course, but you find everything in the canals. Things that have been lost. Things people want to forget. Last month, he was the leader of the Red Arrow. He was floating near my house.
You saw the body?
My name is in the paper. I saw the cut across his neck. They are right. It was cauterized.
It was what?
Cauterized. The scientific terminology. Someone cut him, but it was a weapon that cannot be explained with the current technology.
What else do you find? Do you sell it?
Are you? Are you a tourist?
Just curious. I hear the triads control all the smuggling in Hong Kong.
Yes, the triads do it. I am the simple merchant. I receive only fruits and vegetables.
By sampan? But you said...
Yes, fresh, from my grocery store in the market.
Right. I will have to stop by and take a look sometime.
My store is now open in the evening. Come in the morning. We have a fresh new shipment of durian.
Paul Denton, I have the blueprints. I must warn you, Oh.
Warn me about what?
I have made a mistake.
Paul's my brother. What's the problem?
No, I have made a mistake. No, I am sorry. I must say nothing. They would kill me.
You can trust me. I really am Paul's brother. You said something about blueprints.
No, I do not know you. Maybe you work for VersaLife.
VersaLife. Good. We're getting closer. You might as well tell me the rest. If I'm gonna kill you, you're already dead.
You paid me, okay? I only did it for the money. I have the blueprints of the VersaLife building, 2,000 credits. And I have the other things he wanted, the scrambler grenade for $12.50 and the thermoptic camo for $4,000.
What did Paul want with VersaLife?
All he said was not to get caught and to tell nobody what I did.
I'll check back with you.
I take care of you. Special price.
Many bargains at Old China Hand. Everything 8 credits.
Heard the name Tracer Tong?
Tong, yes. Friend of Luminous Path Triad. And by extension, enemy of the Red Air.
What's his reputation among the locals?
Sure, by fair. Very well connected. You want to buy biomechanical augmentation?
Just curious. Is there a lot of crime in Hong Kong?
Much more than before, yes. Now it's very easy for the smugglers.
What kind of smugglers?
Slaves, heroin, biotech.
Is there really a slave trade?
Oh, sure. There's a lucky money underneath Wen Chai, the Red Air headquarters. Of their girls, they are kidnapped in Thailand or the Philippines. Not a pretty business.
What sort of biotech smuggling goes on?
Mostly VersaLife, the golden triangle of biotech.
Why would a multinational corporation smuggle their products on sampans?
Import restrictions in many places. The United States, European countries.
On what?
Certain genetic advances, laboratory organisms, Also tiny computers in your tissue.
What's VersaLife trying to develop?
Everything, the second man.
The second men?
English author, Olaf Stepton. You have not read?
Afraid not.
Last and the First Man. History of 19 species of human beings. I can't believe you do not know this book.
I'm not big into books. You know of a Maggie Chow?
Maggie Chow, a bad character. Before she was an actress. Now she's everywhere in Hong Kong politics. They say that she's a spy.
Who does she spy for?
No one knows. Somebody paid her a lot of money once. And one of the rare airs ended up floating in the canal. Dangerous to talk about. You buy in Wen Chai, you pay 12. Here, 8.
Never mind.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night. Come by in the morning, sampan rides.
You are an unfamiliar face on Tonochi Road.
I'm here on business from Gordon Quick.
You are here to speak to Miss Chow, perhaps. Half a block down on the left.
Thank you.
The woman is a snake. Believe nothing she says. I myself have been watching Miss Chow. She just met with Max Chen, leader of the Red Arrow. You may go about your business. We had an agent in the building across the street, but he left for business in the United States. Don't let yourself be fooled. Maggie Chow is a clever woman. We had an agent in the building across the street, but he left for business.
I bet you come from the market. That's where I want to go. My mother said there's too much fighting. I have to stay here. I don't hear any fighting. The triads know better than to cause trouble in public.
Welcome to Queen's Tower. You may use the residential directory computer if you know how. The 7th floor is closed for renovations. All guests must use the main elevator. Again, I apologize for not providing additional assistance. All guests must use the main elevator.
You have 20 credits, mister.
What for?
I will be honest. It is crash. A big crash. I just need a little for the pain.
A forgotten virtue like honesty is worth at least 20 credits.
You're so kind.
It was nothing.
You're looking for Maggie Chow.
Why? You know something?
She lives upstairs, but don't come in this way. Her guards are the only ones who use the gate. They don't like people snooping around.
Thanks for the tip.
I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die.
looking for Maggie Chow.
You must be Mr. Denton. Miss Chow has been expecting you. She is waiting in the living room. Please follow me. I will accompany you. The floor coverings were made by hand in Tibet. Take a look around. We have many prized Buddhas you will observe. We have many prized Buddhas you will observe. We have many prized Buddhas you will observe. Mother Chow, Mr. JC Denton.
In the flesh. As dark and serious as his brother.
You know who I am. And Paul? You know my brother?
Intimately. Call me Maggie.
Paul never mentioned you.
That is why he is still alive. He can keep a secret even from his own brother.
But why?
Paul told you about Majestic 12, correct? The conspiracy behind UNATCO?
Just the name.
Majestic 12 sent Paul to murder the former Red Arrow leader. And me too.
And he double-crossed them?
Rest to say, I persuaded him to join our side.
What does Majestic 12 want with the Red Arrow?
We are winning the Triad War against Majestic 12's ally, the Luminous Path. We were developing a new technology. You might have heard about a sword?
The Dragon's Tooth, right?
The Triads settle disputes in contests of skill, which includes the crafting of weapons. The Dragon's Tooth would have made us unstoppable.
So Majestic 12, they're trying to tip the balance, give the Luminous Path a technological advantage.
Exactly. I tried to warn the people of the danger. And the Luminous Path calls me a liar. The police have all the evidence they need to settle this, locked up in the station at the Wanchai Market, but they will not act. Go and see. I know the code to their vault. 87342.
It's only fair to tell you that I spoke with Gordon Quick before coming here. I thought he was a friend of my brother's. I agreed to visit you and learn the truth of the situation.
Yes, you were seen. The new Red Arrow leader is Max Chen, and you don't have to go to the Lucky Money for him to know your activities. Now tell me about Paul. Why did he not return?
Paul's on his way to Hong Kong. I don't know when he will arrive.
Then you must think for yourself. In Hong Kong, the truth is seldom kept in plain sight. From up here, the city is scenery, a mountain that never changes, but everywhere the sands are shifting. We cannot know who to trust, the police, even our own families.
I could look around, try to learn something about the Luminous Path.
All the necessary evidence is at the police station in Wanchai Market. If only the police would act. The Luminous Path are easy prey. All Majestic 12 must do is wave some money under their noses. We must expose the conspiracy behind the Luminous Path. Then they will fall apart from the inside.
I will accompany you.
When your brother arrives, please tell him I have an important matter to discuss. Go to the police station. You will find the information we need.
Take a look around.
Enough talk. We must act. The police are corrupt and incompetent. We will have to help ourselves. The police are corrupt and incompetent. We will have to help ourselves.
Greetings, JC Denton. I have been observing you through this fascinating device in your skull. You have found the proof we needed. The dragon's tooth sword. There, inside the glass case. If you wish to be my ally, you will retrieve the sword and await my instructions. Good. Now take the sword to Max Chin at the Lucky Money Club. If you can make peace among the triads, then perhaps I can help you in your difficulties.
Ms. Chow, we are reassigning you temporarily. Put the long-term agenda on hold until VersaLife has met its deadline. It will be months and probably years before the Red Arrow can influence Beijing, whereas, well, I'm sure you heard about my appointment. We are in position to make a grab for Washington. We can't let this one slip through our fingers. Make sure the process stays on schedule.
Son of a... That's the one. Okay, drop it. Hey, stop.
Welcome to Queen's Tower.
I bet you come from the market. That's where I want to go.
You missed them. They left over an hour ago. Guess they're painting up there. Saw it on their boots when they came out of the alley. I used to paint myself. Think they're hiring? I used to paint myself.
Very many triad members. This part of Wan Chai. Alley not safe. Stay in street. Best advice, avoid red arrow. Best advice, avoid red arrow. Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night.
Do not risk entering the VersaLife Corporation until Tracer Tong has deactivated your kill switch.
The mall area is perfectly safe. If you want a good time, I recommend the Rocky Money. We patrol this area 24 hours.
Leather boots. For you, 25 credits admission.
Here you go.
Perfect. I order you to stand in the spotlight and growl at the women like a dog who needs a master. Hey man, where you from?
The States.
We're from Australia.
On vacation?
Let's just wait for Russ.
He's kinda cute. What's your name?
JC. Is this a good club?
Oh, totally. And it's a Red Arrow place? They get everything real cheap. Look, can we ask a big favor?
Sure.
My friend and I. It's so silly. We left our credit cards at the hotel. Think you could get us in?
How much do you need?
Only 20 each. We get in for 20.
Sorry.
Well, cheerio.
What a loser. I'm meeting someone.
Good evening.
Hello there. Great place here.
Isn't it? People have the wrong idea about the trades, you know.
In what way?
They run the economy. The black market prices in clubs like this let people have a good time. Good evening.
Hello there. Do you know a man named Max Chen?
Of course I know Max, a terrific fellow.
Do you know where I can find him?
In the back room. He runs the whole Red Arrow from here. Hey, you're not with the police, are you?
I'll tell you later.
Good evening. You must be American. Always find satisfaction at the lucky money. My personal valuation? The Filipino girls of the Red Arrow are simply the best.
I'm not your type.
I just want to ask a few questions.
Look, I was here first. Chen told me himself. If there's a job, I get it.
What kind of job?
Just back off. I got fired at the quick stop next door without even a warning, and I need a cash.
Tough luck.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get them back. I'm gonna log into their computer. It's management, password, code 324. One of these nights, I'm gonna stick it there and trash all their records.
What's a quick stop cashier doing working for the Red Arrow?
And working it. Hey man, you blocked the view. I like goth chicks. You're getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves.
I feel silly. You look good. Move your hips. I want to dance with my friend. I'm trying to dance.
Hi. Don't you like to dance? Get in the middle. Come on.
Want to get something to eat
Hello.
after this?
A dance partner for you? 100 credits.
Where can I find Max Chen?
Check at the bar, kid. Hello. A dance partner for you? 100 credits.
No thanks.
I'll be waiting. Come back when you change your mind. Hello. Hello. Do you like to dance? I like to dance. I like to dance.
Oh, sure. I don't mind needles. Toom schmooma. Experiment. I like experiments. Gift to science. Nano-augmented transcription. That'll do the trick. Don't talk, or we'll feed you the Garkians. Experiment. I like experiments. Toom schmooma.
Who are you?
I don't like being in the dark. I don't believe I know you.
Stay in the dance area.
I think management is involved in something criminal.
Have another drink?
Don't mind if I do.
As you were saying?
Well, women back home They aren't like your daughter. I do very much wish to meet her.
You are very handsome. You must have many girlfriends in your country.
Oh, come on. Nah.
My friend and I were about to leave.
You see, my class, where in the US, either you have nothing or you have everything. And the women of my class, well, they're spoiled. Whereas your daughter, see, she's the perfect example. Born not with a silver spoon in her mouth, but...
wooden chopsticks.
Yes, good, that's very good. Exactly. And that's why she understands the important things. Food, shelter, a good life.
That's a very nice watch.
Thank you. So kind of you. A gift from my mother, actually. Hi ho, sir. Not a bad cabernet if I do say so. Addicted to the nightlife. That's always been my weakness. Not a bad cabernet if I do say so.
Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
Can I ask you something?
What do you want to know?
Despite all I've read about the triads, I wasn't prepared to see them operating in the open, on the streets, and wearing uniforms. Doesn't the Chinese government care?
The Chinese leave Hong Kong alone. They barricade the roads to control trade to the mainland, but they know how business is done.
I would think the secret smuggling operations of the triads would disturb the Chinese government.
Maybe the luminous path, but China knows that the Red Arrow are business owners, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and that they protect the city from outside influences.
You said outside influences. What does China fear?
China is the last sovereign country in the world. Authoritarian but willing, unlike UN-governed countries, to give its people the freedom to do what they want.
As long as they don't break the law.
Listen to me. This is real freedom. Freedom to own property, make a profit, make your life. The West, so afraid of strong government, now has no government, only financial power.
Our governments have limited power by design.
Rhetoric? Do you believe it? Don't you know where these slogans come from?
I give up.
Well-paid researchers. How do you say it? Think tanks? Funded by big businesses. What is that? A think tank?
Hardly as sinister as a dictator, like China's premier.
It's privately funded propaganda. The Trilateral Commission in the United States, for instance.
The separation of powers acknowledges the petty ambitions of individuals. That's its strength.
A system organized around the weakest qualities of individuals will produce the same qualities in its leaders.
Perhaps certain qualities are an inseparable part of human nature.
The mark of the educated man is the suppression of these qualities in favor of better ones. The same is true of civilization.
I'm looking for Max Chen.
Is that so? What is it about?
I need to find Tracer Tong.
Are you crazy? Don't even say that name in here.
I'll get a drink later.
14 karat gold. Beer is 15. Wine is 120.
I'll get a drink later.
Excuse me, sir. This room is off limits to club patrons. I suggest you leave.
It's okay. I'm here to see Max Chen. He'll expect me.
An American. I hope he likes what you have to say. Currently, we have no work for American-style gangsters. Remain in here only as long as your business requires. We are having a meeting. Isaac is letting anybody back here these days.
Present yourself to the Dragonhead.
You must be Max Chen.
So?
I have found something in Miss Chow's apartment that might interest you.
Is that so?
The sword was never destroyed. It was stolen, and she is the one who stole it.
Preposterous.
I have it right here.
But Miss Chow?
She works for a group called Majestic 12. She's using you and the Red Arrow for her own ends.
No, you must be mistaken.
Think about it. She murders your predecessor, hides the sword, pushes the Red Arrow into the war with the Luminous Path, and then, what next? The Triads are weakened and an outside group seizes power. Sound far-fetched?
Oh, there must be an explanation.
Perhaps you should meet with the leaders of the Luminous Path.
Perhaps. For now, take them this message. I will stop hostilities until I have completed an investigation.
Boss,
What is it?
Marty at the door said we have trouble. Soldiers coming in. She said there was some kind of mechs.
MJ-12 troops. They must have followed me.
Say your business and go. You're acting like a fool.
There was a shootout. Please clear the mall. For your own safety, please stay in Wanchai Market.
I like goth chicks.
Please, look around.
I did it! I did it!
Did anybody see?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't matter. We got her payment, plus interest. Get back and see if she runs something.
Okay. Go away!
You were right. Maggie Chow is a con artist.
You have proof?
Yes, I found the sword in her apartment.
Good. Inform the Red Arrow Dragonhead. Then we will see who is the real traitor.
I've already been to the Lucky Money. Max Chen has declared a truce between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path.
A truce? Are you certain?
Majestic 12 attacked the club. I think he would consider forming an alliance.
Mr. Denton, you are the man I hoped you were. Tracer Tong is inside, in his laboratory below the compound. The door is in our sparring room. He will know what to do next. To enter our compound, use the code 1997. I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy. I worry that the Red Arrow will try to reassemble the sword before peace can be made. You must use the secret passage in the sparring room to get to Tong's laboratory. You must use the secret passage in the sparring room to get to Tong's laboratory.
While you are here, observe the laws of the Triad. You must have won great favor.
Ji Gao. Ni hao ma? Ji Gao.
Do not interrupt us with questions.
Tracer Tong admitted another American. Perhaps you know him. If Tom decides he'll trust you, you'll be free to come and go as you please. Watch yourself in the market. We have lost influence there. Do not linger in the compound.
Ni hao ma? Ji Gao. Ni hao ma?
We will check with the Dragonhead about whether you can come in here.
You will be permitted to go about your business.
You must be JC. Tong will see you now. Please, complete your business and then go. Tong is in the operating theater. Do not tell anyone how to get to this facility. Your friend Alex Jacobson is here. I think he is examining Tong's equipment. So, your friend stole a black helicopter. Very courageous. Your friend Alex Jacobson is here. I think he is
Mr. Tong, you know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did, I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
So, your friend stole a black helicopter. Very courageous. Please, complete your business and then go.
You took a big risk following me here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tom so quickly?
Turns out I knew him all along. tt_undernet.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
Any news from Jaime?
No sign of him yet. I hope he made it.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boards. Daedalus was supposed to beat the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money, but finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew. Tong has connections. You should scope out the labs for upgrades. Jaime should be in the city by now.
I'll be here to back you up, just like at UNATCO.
Jaime should be in the city by now.
Just step inside the chamber. Stay right there.
God! 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 Oh! God! Oh! Oh! God! Oh!
Success! Come back to the control room.
That's it?
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to Smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the Raman coding from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the Raman coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office. We have much to offer one another if we cooperate. We need Paul. I wish he would hurry up. Your friend from UNATCO is very knowledgeable about certain networks. He will be very useful. I've wanted to learn more about VersaLife for a long time. As you know, VersaLife manufactures ambrosia. More when you return. Go now.
Do not tell anyone how to get to this facility.
I told you, bad people around here.